Hello, everyone. So, on this historical Holy Week today, Wednesday, Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus, agrees to betray Jesus and hand him over to the Pharisees to have him arrested and killed. So, let's get into that. Then one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and asked, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?" So they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver. From then on, Judas watched for an opportunity to hand him over. Now that is a short passage in the book of Matthew, so we're going to go over to another book to get the full details of what took place. Okay, so we are in the book of Luke for this other short information of what took place. Now the festival of unleavened bread, called the Passover, was approaching, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were looking for some way to get rid of Jesus, for they were afraid of the people. Then Satan entered Judas, called Iscariot, one of the 12, and Judas went to the chief priests and the officers of the temple guard, and discussed with them how he might betray Jesus. They were delighted and agreed to give him money. He consented and watched for an opportunity to hand Jesus over to them when no crowd was present. Now, there's something very specific I want to talk about when it comes to this. Judas did not deliberately go looking for a way to hand Jesus over. Satan entered Judas and did this. In which case, Satan possessed Judas's body, went to the chief priests, and discussed a way to hand Jesus over so that he could be killed. Now, this is not widely known, but this is only one of 2 times Satan entered Judas to betray Jesus. Here's the second time, at the Last Supper. So in the book of John, during the Passover, Jesus tells his disciples that one of the apostles are going to betray him. And so they ask who it is. Jesus answered, "It is the one whom I will give this piece of bread when I have dipped it in the dish." Then, dipping the piece of bread, he gave it to Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot. As soon as Judas took the bread, Satan entered him. So Jesus told him, "What you are about to do, do quickly." And then Judas goes on to leave the supper to go and betray him. So it is not of Judas's own actions that he betrayed Jesus. It was actually Satan. And later, seeing what he had done, putting Jesus on trial to death, he goes and himself for that.